What's the word, Chicago Bulls fans? Look like the Chicago Bulls took a L today in summer league action versus the Memphis Grizzlies. Man, we're gonna talk about everything that occurred today with the Bulls out there with Dalen Terry and those young fellas taking care of business. Man, it was a crazy loss, crazy loss. But hey, that summer league is how it goes. It's just how it goes. We're gonna get into y'all's comments and all that good stuff today too, man. I'm your boy Big Bro sitting in for Big Hayes. Big Steve O speaks. They out doing their thing with the fam. Man, the Bulls take a loss. Dalen Terry looked good in spurts. Julian Phillips actually played today. And man, Freedom Liberty was out there taking care of business, especially in the first half. And Big Sanoga was grabbing rebounds left and right. So what's up with you guys, man? How y'all feeling? How's everybody doing tonight? Good game from the Bulls, even though they faltered down the stretch. Faltered down the stretch. We're gonna go ahead and get into the opening.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bulls Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bulls news and content.
All right, welcome to another episode of Chicago Bulls Central. I'm your boy Big Bro, Big Kev, sitting in for CEO Hayes. Y'all already know how to get at him. CEO Hayes on all social media platforms. So yeah, man, I already see the comments coming in about Dalen Terry, how he looked today. And all I'm saying is the dude looks great defensively. He looks really, really good. What's up, Ultimate Rage? He looks really, really good defensively, but man, offensively, we got to get right into it. This guy was just awful. I mean, 5 for 21 from the field, 3 for 9 from three, 5 fouls, only 3 assists. Even though he did that, he did well yesterday with the assists and the rebounds. A no show today in that regard. It's just not good to see if you're giving the keys to this young man, to this young summer league squad. You expect him to go out there and play well. Taking 21 shots, you should at least have 20 points. Only 17 points on 5 for 21 from the field is not good. But I like what I saw from Adam Sanogo. Sanogo, man, he went out there and grabbed 12 rebounds in 18 minutes. That's something that you saw from Andre Drummond a lot last season. Nate Darling didn't shoot as well as he shot yesterday. 1 for 6 from the three-point line. Javon Freeman Liberty, though, 24 points, 9 for 15 from the field, 4 for 6 from the 3-point line. And he also had 6 boards and 5 assists. He looked the way I believe the Bulls expected Dalen Terry to look today. You got Freedom Liberty out there controlling the floor of the offense, playing within himself, hitting mid-range shots, had a nasty oop that Dalen Terry threw to him in the first half. And then you had a situation where he kind of cooled off in the second half. And let's be honest, that Memphis Grizzlies squad that was out there is really, really they're experienced. Kenny Lofton Jr. is just a load to handle, whether he's in the G League, the NBA, or Summer League. Man, it ain't too much you could do against Kenny Lofton Jr., who had, I believe, 24, 23 points. Man, he shot 70% from the field. He's a really, I mean, he shot 57% from the field, and he also hit 2 threes. That dude needs to be on Memphis's NBA roster this upcoming season, man. So let's see what y'all been talking about. Patch is saying all he has to say is once Dalen Terry learns how to control his speed and when to use it, he will be all right. I like what I saw from Phillips on defense. And Justin, he hopes that Justin Lewis is okay. It sucks that he got injured again. Lavion says Dalen is not ready. Yeah, man. I don't know. Billy Donovan's gone. What's up, my guy? Javon Freeman Liberty, bro. That man, Marco post roster spot, dog. Yeah, they give him Marco's roster spot. Yes, sir. Give it to him. Ultimate Rage, what's good, my guy? Yeah, you got to see the last quarter. The Bulls look a lot better in the first half. They started off shooting 3 after 3 after 3, and then they started attacking the ball. They turned up defensively in the second quarter, and honestly, it was a close game up until the last 3 or 4 minutes or so. And the experience of Memphis kind of took over as the Bulls kept turning the ball over. They just kept turning it over. I like seeing them shoot more threes out the gate. I agree with that. but sometimes you gotta you gotta have more balance because I think they ended up Memphis ended up hitting more threes overall than the Bulls. Let me see. Memphis ended up going 13 for 39, and then the Bulls ended up going 10 for 30. So it wasn't too bad. 30% is not really bad. Nick Johnson, what's good, Brody? I see you. Chasing Dream says Dalen needs to relax and slow down. I agree. You can tell that his summer workout sessions with his vets, with DeMar DeRozan and them, has him prepared to go out there. Like he's really trying to use some of the things they taught him how to do, but it's just not coming together as of yet. And in the summer league, you got to play under control, my guy. There were times where it looked like he had what it takes to go out there and lead this squad, but 5 for 21 from the field is not going to cut it. I am Skokes. Teammates didn't even look to pass to Phillips. Took and made one jump shot, super irrelevant on the offensive end, but hope to see more from him in his next game. Yeah, man, I feel like this is he didn't play the other yesterday because of contract issues. He got out there today. I'm glad they got him out there today. He does need to have opportunities on the offensive end, but he looked great on the defensive end, man. They let's see, Alan Pena. Bulls starters has some talent. Some league starters have some talent. Terry seems like he should be a forward in the lineup, not the point guard. They want him to work on off the ball action, but he just plays better with the ball in his hands. That's the reason why he had the ball a lot tonight. But yeah, you're right. I always look at him kind of like a point forward type player. But in summer league, they want him to be the leader, and it didn't really work out too good tonight. What's the word? MCCs, and what's the word? Sonogo played a lot better. Yeah, you saw him today playing a lot better in the pick and roll. He definitely grabbed a lot of rebounds, and a lot of times he went down there and grabbed rebounds of over 3 or 4 people. I wasn't mad at what I saw from him tonight. You can tell that the coaches coached him up to get ready to go out there and take care of business. What's good, Nick Johnson? I see you. Uh, JFL would be a great backup shooting guard. Carter is really good too. I agree with you. 5 for 21 is not good. You right for Dalen Terry. Good to see Julian Phillips. Let's see what you're saying. Where'd he go? Julian got to get stronger. Oh yeah, all the young players when they first get to the league got to get stronger, including Wemby, Chet Holmgren, all those guys. Good to see Julian Phillips play, even though limited. He will warm up next game, I'm sure. Absolutely. Sonogo had 12 boards. Absolutely. 5 for 20 for Dalen was just not good. It was not good. Appreciate you guys for rocking with us on Chicago Bulls Central. CEO Hayes is out taking care of business. I'm your boy, Big Bro, part of the NBA Central family. Appreciate you guys for rocking with us. Make sure y'all keep on coming with the comments. Let us know what y'all thought about tonight's game. Over on the other side with the Memphis Grizzlies, man, Kenny Lofton Jr., Joe, he would be a starter on a lot of teams in this league. Like seeing him go 8 for 14 from the field, 2 for 3 from 3, 5 for 7 from free throw, 4 boards. He had 1 block, two steals, and an assist. He's just smooth out there, man. I'm not sure if you guys remember Kenny Lofton Sr., who played for the Cleveland Indians at the time, the Cleveland Guardians, for a majority of his career. Or was it? Yeah, it was Cleveland, but he bounced around toward the end of his career. But that dude was a dog, and he then created a monster of an NBA player out there. He looked really, really good. Let's see. Porter and Freeman Liberty are the standout performance. I agree with you, man. I really enjoyed what I saw. Terrell Martin from Freedom Liberty. He was under control. That dunk that he caught, it wasn't uncontested either. He caught a body tonight. You definitely gonna see that on Sports Center, highlights on YouTube Shorts, and all of that stuff. D-Rail is so underrated. I'm like, who is D-Rail? Justin got hurt. Yeah, Justin Lewis got hurt again. Deion Allen, I hate to see it. The Bulls lost 87-80. They kind of faltered down the stretch, but it was really a matter of Memphis having more experience on the floor, especially NBA G League Rookie of the Year, Kenny Lofton Jr. They were really under control out there, and they just took it from the Bulls toward the end. The Bulls had like 3 or 4 turnovers. I think it was an 8-9-0 run to end the game for Memphis before the Bulls finally hit a shot on a pretty nice inbound play on Dalen Terry, left-handed pass to the corner for, I think Darlin hit the 3. Prince de Jour. I can't really describe why Terry is playing so up and down, mostly down. That big brother Lofton is a problem down low. Yeah, man, he's a problem all over the floor, Prince de Jour. I can't explain it either. I feel like Dalen Terry, he knows that he's expected to perform well. He even did the fourth quarter interview, and they asked him what he was working on. He was just saying like fundamentals and just being under control. But man, 5 for 20 is just not gonna cut it, my guy. If you're working on fundamentals, you got to get those percentages up. You got to be efficient, and it just wasn't looking good. Even in the mid range, like if you're gonna take mid range shots, you got to make them. And when you got a person like Freedom Liberty out there, or Freeman Liberty out there taking care of business, you got to at least follow suit, man. But hey, it's the summer league. They got a few more games to go. Let's see if Dalen Terry can turn it around. T Dub Sanogo has showed he isn't another Feliciano, but he still shouldn't be on the roster. I don't know if he shouldn't be on the roster. I mean, the Bulls still need another big. They didn't really address that in free agency. So I'm not sure if he's gonna make the active roster, but he might end up on the G League squad and find himself being called up and down. Andre Drummond being brought back to the squad really hurts his chances of making the roster, but we're gonna see. He say, just call me ID. Dalen Terry can't even talk slow. He just needs some more control and he'll be good. Yeah, man, he plays with all energy. And on the defensive side, that's great. That's great. The oop that Freeman Liberty caught was all created by Dalen Terry knocking the ball up and then throwing the oop to Freeman Liberty. So you can tell that he's ready. That energy is really channeled on the defensive side, but on the offensive side, it's just not there yet. He drives to the basket, and it's almost like he doesn't have a plan once he gets into the air and he just throws it up at the basket. Because a lot of those shots that he missed today was around the basket. We lost due to 19 turnovers. Yeah, that's gonna happen in summer league. It's gonna be a lot of turnovers. A lot of turnovers. Supernatural 28. Dalen Terry is feeling the pressure and he is folding. It's a difference between DeRozan workout at 5 a.m. This is an actual game. Sun is in his head and looking over his shoulder. Yeah, man, I can feel you on that. I'm not necessarily sure if he's looking over his shoulder because ain't nobody really behind him right now. He's on this roster. He's going to play. I just don't know how much he's going to play once this regular season starts. And this summer league is going to, and of course, training camp after the summer league is going to go a long way into seeing if he's going to actually get some minutes this upcoming season. I think Porter is a keeper. I agree. I meant Porter. Don't know why I said Carter. You did say mediocre self. Okay. And then Brazil, popular. They should have gone more to Sanogo in the post on offense, and they shouldn't have let Oturu finish the game at 5. It should have been Sanogo who was defending Lofton Jr. better. I agree. I was kind of wondering toward the end, especially when Memphis went and got that dunk attempt, and then the big man tried to pass it to the point guard. Point guard wasn't paying attention, so he ended up getting another turnover. That was really pretty much the nail in the coffin. And I was wondering why Sanogo wasn't on the floor. He was playing great defensively and grabbing boards. So we'll see what they do. I mean, in the summer league, so they want to get looks at these guys. It's not really about wins and losses. It's about execution. So they want this. I think they put these people in those late game situations, see what they can get from them. V Dog, what's the word, my guy? He said Javon could fit in nicely on the bench. If we sign him, he has the size and he could slide behind P. Will because we lack depth at that spot. And I agree with you, man. Javon, he looked good last year in the summer league as well. So the Bulls see they got something in this guy. And if he puts together a strong, consistent summer league, I can see him sliding onto that bench too. But we got to see. Muggsy Broads, Dalen Terry needs to work on his drive and pass and work on his his shot selection. I agree. Like I said a few minutes ago, he gets caught up in the air and it's like he doesn't know what to do. In the NBA, it's a little different, man. They have active hands everywhere, especially in the passing lanes, and very especially if you get off your feet and you don't have a clear decision in your head before you do it. Because if you're trying to jump and throw a pass to the baseline, it's going to be somebody right there waiting to knock that ball out the air. Dalen Terry had enough experience last year in the G League and on the main roster to at least understand that you got to be decisive when you driving that ball. So I agree with you, Muggsy Bros. Elrid Hamilton, give Io his money. Terry is not ready for rotational minutes. I wouldn't say he's not ready for rotational minutes because that's the only way he's going to build the confidence to stay on the roster. And he is ready defensively, in my opinion. But yeah, you're right, man. And a couple of those threes he hit were nice threes. One of them was like late in the game, right after Kenny Lofton got a dunk, and he came right down and hit a three. I think they turned it into a two, but he hit it confidently. He was shooting that three confidently today, even though he was like 3 for 9. He ended up just shooting poorly overall, man. Gaio definitely deserves his money though, even though he played kind of down last season compared to his rookie season. T Dub, what is wrong with the Bulls bigs? Every pass in the post, they drop it like it's grease on their fingers. I don't know, man. These guys are young, especially Sonoga. They're young guys out there, so it is what it is, man. I think you're right about that. They got to get some confidence and just grab that ball confidently. Back to the basket. Basketball is a little bit different in the NBA these days. It's not really a strength of a lot of teams. And I'm not sure. I didn't watch much UConn basketball, except for, of course, the Final Four. So I'm not sure if Sonogo is kind of like a little bit nervous still. He's undrafted. He doesn't know if he's going to make this roster or an NBA roster overall, especially with the type of big man that he is. But I would like to see them go to him a little bit more. You would rather have Justin Freeman Liberty over Io? I'm not sure, man, because at the end of the day, Io is still a defensive presence that the Bulls benefit from. Like, even though he struggled offensively, Io went out there every time Trae Young stepped on the floor and saw Io out there. He was salty, like LeBron was when you saw Kawhi coming off the bench. So Io is really, really good defensively. The offense will definitely come around for him, man. What's good, Daniel Berry Sports? Other players look better Dalen, than Dalen, who's on the actual roster. And that's going to happen sometimes, man. We got a few more games, so we're going to see what's going to happen with Dalen Terry. Hopefully tonight's game, because the first game was a win. So, like, he probably felt salty about how he looked, but they won. So, it kind of takes the sting off a little bit. But tonight, with losing, hopefully that lights a fire under him and gets him to be efficient, because again, he looked all right in the first half. He was all over the place defensively. The Bulls were hitting threes. He had the offense in a rhythm, and they just couldn't really find that rhythm in the second half. So Dalen needs to stop pressing T-Dub. I agree. And he also says, T-Dub says, Muggsy, yeah, Liberty and Porter should be on the team. I'm not sure if they're gonna make the active roster, but those guys could definitely make it to the G League squad. We'll see, especially with Simonovic up out of there. JFL and Porter, and then he is on the roster, but that Freedom Liberty kid is looking a lot better. Now, again, Freedom Liberty looked really great offensively, but in the NBA, you have to be able to play defense. You got to be able to play defense, and we know that if Dalen Terry doesn't do anything else, he's going to be active defensively. He say Dalen be like me at the Y, just fly at the rim and like a bat out of hell and get swatted after 10 ball fakes. Jonathan Agitas, I feel you on that one, my guy. I feel you on that one. And what's good, Brody? CEO Hayes in the building, checking it out. We appreciate you guys. Keep on taking care of that business. Let's see. L-I-I-Chi, L-E-I-Chi, I can't say it. Losing Io would be a mistake. They need to keep him and have him with the core unit. I agree. I don't think it makes sense to get rid of Io. He even though he had a down year offensively, he's a defensive stalwart, man, and he guards your best guards and sometimes your small forwards, and you just can't give up on a player like that. And as Bulls fans, we already know what happens to Bulls players that we give up on too early. They go on to play well in other places. So let's not give up on Io after year 2. Let's see how he does in year 3 and give him a chance. People were ready to give up on Kobe White, and look what happened. He came out and had a great year, earned that contract extension, and I'm pretty sure the average, or not even the average Bulls fans, most Bulls fans are excited about Kobe White being back. Certification Poppy _ Hey, what's good, Kev? Liberty looks more solid this year than last year's Summer League. I agree. He looked good last year too, though. He looked good last year, but it seems like wherever he went this past year to shore up his game, it's working out. It's worked out. His workouts have been working out. Hayes is saying people really getting caught up in JFL scoring in summer league. He won't get that off in the regular season. Yeah, man, in the NBA. Yeah, that's again, like, the summer league is way different. Y'all remember when I can't think of his name right now, but the guy that just revealed that he had autism, he was killing in the summer league. And ugly folks, I can't think of his name. I'm sure some of y'all tell me, somebody will tell me in the comments. But he was killing in the summer league, damn near summer league MVP when the Bulls was winning summer league championships. But he never really was able to do that at an NBA level. He stuck around for 10, 11 years and he shot well, but like, come on. He's not, listen, man, the summer league is a different monster than the regular season. Zach Mena. We saw the player we want Sonogo to be, but his name was Kenny Lofton. I don't know, man. Kenny Lofton is a different type of beast. I don't even think you can compare Sonogo to Kenny Lofton, honestly, because he's a traditional big man, whereas Kenny Lofton is he got more of a skill set of a Zach Randolph. And I know we talking about the Memphis Grizzlies, but yeah, it's more like a Zach Randolph. He's a lefty. He can shoot the three. He's poised under pressure, whatever, and he get down there and bang with you. Now, Sonogo can benefit from getting down there and banging, but at the end of the day, he is he's no Kenny Lofton Jr. I'm talking about all around game scoring. I'm not sure about. Yeah, man. If we still talking about Dalen Terry, he got a lot of work to do. Dalen Terry has just had to let the game come to him. You can tell they're running most plays for him to start the game. Yeah, they were, Hayes. They started the game trying to get him in rhythm and have him get the rest of the guys in rhythm. And you saw it, it worked out. What they started off like 5 for 7 from 3. They were hot. They just cooled off. He said just call him El Negro. What up? Hey, BLJ, what's the word? Y'all already know. General salute. Free Hayes. Yeah, I mean, we ain't gonna talk about what's going on with Hayes, but it is what it is. T-Dub, do you think the Bulls should sign Bo now that we cut Marco? I don't know, man. Like, it's either Bo, is what's his name gone yet? Mo Bamba already gone. I think he signed, I believe he signed with somebody. I just don't know. Like, when you think about big men in that regard, they only have so much in them, including Bo. I hope Wemby bucks the trend of that big man with the guard personality, only giving you 15, 20 minutes a game, only giving you 30, 40 games a year, maybe. So yeah, we can definitely use a Bo, but can Bo stay healthy and be impactful enough to affect winning on this squad? Because we already saw last year, even though Andre Drummond was effective and efficient, he would come out there and give you 10 points, 10 rebounds in 10 minutes. But at the same time, he just had a lot of bonehead plays and he couldn't stay on the floor. We already know how Billy Donovan is. So we see. We're gonna see though. The next Bulls pickup better be taller than 6'7". I agree with you. Bo is going to the Suns. Is that accuracy, Hayes? Is he already there? Chasing dreams. I mean, even if Dalen continues with offensive struggles, Billy Donovan, either way, not calling plays for him like P will, just be on the floor for defensive purposes, only off the bench. Um, I think P will actually got plays called for him last year, especially as the season went on. You remember he was getting that curl around mid-range jumper. He was getting threes. I think he shot the best percentage on the squad this past season as well from three. They started the season not really feeding or drawing up plays for P. Will, but it rounded out to him getting some action toward the toward the end of the season. What's up, Jonathan, man? NGL not seeing Marco sucks, man. He must have not made any strides this summer. I'm not gonna lie, okay, I'm a little bit older, so I ain't know what NGL meant. But anyhow, I'm gonna say this: Marco didn't make any strides, period. Not just this season, but throughout his career. And honestly, most likely on the defensive end. I'm pretty sure he can score. I'm pretty sure he can get down in the post or catch some oops. But if you don't play defense at all, you're not gonna make it, man. It's not gonna work out for you in the NBA. Even if you don't play for Thibodeau. You say you call bro ugly folks. Yeah, but I can't think of his name, but it was an ugly dude. I'm the captain now looking dude on the Bulls that just revealed that he revealed he had autism, but he was killing in the summer league. Slam that like button. You right. Slam dunk that like button, BLJ says. Chicago Bulls Central Sham said the Suns are looking at Bobo, but he hasn't signed yet. The Bulls can still sign him. There you go. MJG23. Dalen is playing like in a way like that he won't make it on the main roster. What do you mean by that, MJG? You saying that he's gonna play better when he's on the main roster and he's just playing loose and free on the summer league? Joseph, the Bulls lost 80 to 80, 90 something, 80 to 87, I believe. BLJ, yeah, man. Just because you said that, we're gonna get a 6'5" player and have him play power forward. Mo Bamba went to Philly. Okay, yeah. Hayes is out taking care of business. So he got Big Bro in the building holding it down. Y'all already know. The whole NBA Central family with Bobby C Dub, Steve O Speaks, Hayes, and myself. We hold it down for each other when we need to. And we're gonna be doing it again real soon as Hayes is taking care of other business in the next couple of weeks. Hayes says that's not how it works. He does. Christian Woods, cancel. Christian Woods is not getting no offers. I don't know, man. I feel like Christian Woods is a little bit overrated. When he left the Trailblazers and went to Dallas, he didn't really do much. He wasn't that effective in the post. You expected him to kind of be, I mean, honestly, like Vucevic is better than Christian Woods. And that's saying a lot. Even though he plays defense, you just don't see, I don't know. I'm kind of surprised that he's not on the roster yet. My man said, free Hayes, King Smoke. I feel you, Brody. Get that bill money ready. I heard Marco went back to Europe. Is that true? Yep. He has been jettisoned. He out of there. Justin Freedom Liberty has the ball skills to get to his spots. Dude might be a keeper. Julian Phillips seems destined for at least 2 years with this Windy City Bulls. We gonna see, man. Let's see if he can get loose over the next couple of games. Drummond got to lose some pounds. I don't think that was the issue with Drummond. I think Drummond just he was in the dog. He was clearly in the doghouse around November, December. He was in the doghouse. It was games that the Bulls lost in December that they would have won had Drummond been on the court, and Billy Donovan just didn't put him in. That just goes to show you that I'm pretty sure like practice or they said they had some words or something that kept him off the court, because after January or so he was getting consistent minutes and the Bulls turned their season around. Of course, when Pat Beverly got there, but Andre Drummond played a role in that. Method Man, I said Method Maned Johnson. I saw that also about Bobo. Yeah, he might be. Hey, Phoenix is signing everybody. They just signed Dario Saric. No, the Golden State Warriors just signed Dario Saric. You might be right, Bo. Watch they get another guard, not including Io. They bet not. They bet not. Why free Hayes? We don't know Jeremiah Checo, but hey, go ahead and get that bail money ready. Yeah, BLJ, I figured it out. I figured it out, man. I got that, not gonna lie. Y'all leave me alone. You say I'm an old head too. I just figured out what NGL means just like 2 weeks ago. There you go. Tony Snell, his ugly ass. That dude was a beast in summer league. Let's see. Chicago not trying to argue, but the Suns are just talking with Bobo. He's still unsigned, so it's a chance. Yes, Hayes, you know he look like I'm the captain now. Drummond is a nice backup, but his high free throw rate and low free throw percentage can really hinder the Bulls' offense when he is in the game. I mean, man, bro, I remember early in the season when him and what's his name, the point guard that they signed for no reason and got rid of, the European guy that D Rose dunked on. He was that pick and roll with him with Drummond off the bench. It was just amazing. It was immaculate. Them boys was working. They was definitely working. So Drummond in the pick and roll and Drummond for boards is important, man. I'm glad he picked up that option, but we'll see if he can get more minutes. Hayes is wearing another suit right now. I'm big on Wood and Oubre signing for the bench. I like to see Kelly Oubre. I like to see him. I would like to see him. He is a bucket. He's a bucket. And he don't give you much defensively, but he's definitely a bucket. I'm surprised he's not signed as well. Him and Christian Wood. What do you think the Bulls should do at point guard next offseason, now that DeJounte re-signed with the Hawks? Man, Joe, it looks like they're trying to get it to where Kobe White is going to be the point guard, but we're gonna see, man. I don't know what they're gonna do next offseason, because let's see what happens with DeJounte and Trae Young in Atlanta anyway, because one of them might be gone after the season, regardless of who just signed contracts. Fantasy wise, Wood killed. Yeah, I'm sure he killed. I'm sure he gave you your rebounds, blocks, and so on and so forth. But he gonna want big money, man. And we already know that Billy Donovan, he plays through DeRozan and then Zach and then Vooch. And it's just not gonna be a good look for Wood to come out here if he struggles. He's gonna be on the bench. All right, so they're saying Bo. We're still talking about Bo. He is unsigned. But when all the teams in the league are expecting it, it means that they have agreed. They're just working on details, probably an option. His agent isn't taking call from other teams. Now, the deal could potentially fall through, but it's rare at this stage. Typically, it's like, what's those things? Physicals and so on and so forth. Don't forget that Drummond went through a mental health spell. Yep, that too. That could have had something to do with him going through getting those DNPs. You're right, Ultimate Rage. I did forget about that. He did have a stretch where he was just having mental health issues. Hayes getting his face. He's getting his face set on. Leave him alone. Oh man. All right. Snail says he has autism. Yeah, it definitely tracks. Hayes needs some fresh beard oil. Hey, that's how you get it. Juices and berries, natural juices and berries. The guards you're thinking of, Goran Dragic. Yeah, they would definitely had a strong rapport in the pick and roll. Adrian, the fact that your mind went to some gay stuff says a lot about you. You've been writing fan fiction, fantasizing about Pat, huh? They have therapy for that. Yes, sir. Let's pray for Julian Lewis. Sadly, Patrick Williams is the guy who's not Tyrese Halliburton, and Dalen Terry is the guy who's not Walker Kessler. What do you think about Trendon Watford? Trendon Watford, is he available? I gotta do some research on it. I'm not even going front about any information on Trendon Watford. I don't know too much about him, but yeah, the Bulls definitely still got some more moves to make. I'm excited to see how the rest of this summer league is gonna go. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us right here on Chicago Bulls Central. And of course, don't forget about the rest of the Central family. We got NBA Central, Chicago Sky Central, Bears Central, White Sox and Cubs Central, and then the Cognac Boy, brand new Chicago Blackhawk Central. And then, of course, the Shop Bulls podcast with the Cognac Boys, C-Dub and Bobby. Y'all go ahead and follow, like, and share everything that we rock on. We're going to holler at y'all next time. Appreciate y'all for rocking with the gang and letting me sit in for CEO Hayes for Drip. Y'all let that man, hey, free Hayes, y'all. Gonna get that bail money ready for my guy. Last comment. Let's see. Jesus, what happened to Justice Lewis? He just got back from ACL injury. I'm not sure. They've been saying it in the chat. Anybody real quick can tell me what happened to Justin Lewis? Because I think he got hurt early. He only played like 5 minutes. Yeah, he only played 5 minutes, 1 for 2 from the field. And I like the young fella too, man. He definitely is strong. The Bulls need somebody like him. Had an ankle injury. Okay, we appreciate you, BL Jet. Y'all go ahead and subscribe to Chicago Blackhawk Central and all the rest of the Central family. We appreciate y'all. We're going to holler at y'all next time. Hold on, let me find this thing. It's different now. Peace.
This has been a presentation of the Breaks Media.